Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Rainbow Road. Today is 4/27/2023. We have healing today with a 9. And the overall vibration of the day altogether is a 2. And for me, that's saying partnership. Now, what I'm getting is I've got 4 piles, and then I have a collective as well. So what I'm going to do is show you the piles first, the cards to choose from, and then I will get into the collective message because I still have a couple cards to draw from that. And so let me show you the piles, and then I will get into um, healing and the partnership is what I'm hearing. So for pile number 1, you got solitude. In silence, peace prevails. Now, at the moment, I'm still not sure what this reading is about. I'm guessing it's going to be revealed to me in the collective. Pile number 2, you have the Freedom Horse. Pile number 3, you have the Portal Keeper. And pile number 4, you have Rada, the Soul Flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship, harmony, and healing. I seriously doubt that this is going to be a relationship reading because I just don't get those, but you never know. You never know what's going to come out. We don't even know the question yet. So those are your piles to choose from. And for the main collective card, I have Archangel Michael. And this is coming out of the Radley Valentine Tarot deck. So it is the World card, vibration number 3, balance, mind, body, and spirit is what that is to me. And the card at the bottom says, a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. So I feel like this is a testimony to something that you've been working on. Maybe the collective group that you are in is doing some major work, I feel like. Oh boy. So what some people don't know is that archangels actually take turns. How do I say this? Okay, so the creator is the creator across the board, right? But archangels actually take a turn at a reign over the earth. And we are in the reign of Archangel Michael, and it is Archangel Michael. It is Michael's goal to ascend, to oversee the ascension of Earth. The next archangel that's coming in, I cannot remember his name. It starts with a U. It's U or something. You can Google it. It'll Google Archangel Rain. You will see. When I say rain, I mean REIN. It'll bring it right up. I'm seeing a gateway with that right there. A gateway, like a portal. Oh, there's so much coming through. So, yes, okay, back to the story. Archangel Michael is overseeing the ascension, and the next archangel to step up um, to reign the earth is not the most pleasant archangel. And I feel like with all with Earth's ascension and split, inevitable split down the line coming out as mainstream knowledge or beginning to, I feel like Archangel Michael is going to oversee the ascension, and the next archangel is going to deal with I don't want to say what's left, but Earth on the 3D plane. Let's put it that way. So Archangel Michael wants me to pull 2 cards. Guys, this oracle is just getting longer and longer for me. We have the Mother of Pearls, 4, a vibration of the 4, with the flower of life. And I do remember that this mandala talks about the dance of life. And um, and love as far as I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look at that. I do apologize for that. So let's go ahead and look at this mother of pearl real quick, so I can refresh my memory on what it means exactly. Because I have a lot going on and I just don't remember. Yeah, follow the dance of your soul and the beat of your heart, making sure that your life is full of dreams that arise. Spread to the world the flower of life's energy. And I think this is Archangel Michael is trying to say that now it is time to work on the structure and to spread the beauty that you found within. And the universe has your back. And every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking, and the energy of love. I'm getting one more. Okay. Oh, how beautiful. Okay. So, Archangel Michael wants to remind us that attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. So, remember that there are still souls out here walking around that have been separated from the collective. And these souls, whether they are incarnated at the moment or not, is the way I'm going to put that. They feed off of fear, pain, and the separation because they are separated. They don't know who they are. They are being reminded, but they need help. They are calling for help, and it is our job as light workers to guide them home. Um, and Archangel Michael is overseeing that process. Wow. So when you have thoughts, um, think about whether they belong to you or not. Because if they don't, then you could be a medium. Thoughts are energy, right? And as empaths, we're highly sensitive. We pick up on the energy of others. So when you're having thoughts and obsessive thoughts, people contribute this to mental illness. Well, that's just a way to separate it because collectively we all share in the same consciousness. So when you are having these obsessive thoughts, especially if they're based on fear or um, the pain you've had judging um, lower vibrational frequency thoughts, ask yourself, does this belong to you? And if you don't think it belongs to you because you've done a lot of work, then maybe there's a lost soul looking for a way home. That is a very, very deep message. I feel like Michael is bringing that forward from the halls of Amente. And I think at that, I will move on to pile number one. Hello, pile number one. Now, I'm still not really sure what our messages are right now. If you didn't catch the collective, it's a pretty heavy, big message from Archangel Michael. Okay, so you guys chose solitude. And silent peace prevails. And every time I see these trees, see these trees in the background here, um, it, they look to me to be representation of your thoughts and myself. Um, you see how she's working, right? But she's got this owl on her shoulder. The owl represents wisdom and intelligence. And I think the owl is coming in to tell you, oh gosh, she's got this thing on her head too, reminding me of the third eye. So I'm thinking use your discernment. Um, wow, this fits right in with the collective message in this card. This card does anyway. When you're doing your work or you're doing your research or you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, you use your spiritual discernment to differentiate between yourself and others, other people's energies, judgments, when they think about us or whatever, it gets into our energy. And there is a way that that can be cleared out, which I am working on. Also, you can go spiritually up into your third eye, and you don't even necessarily have to be clairvoyant. Like, you can just do it based on your feelings, notions, sounds, okay? But you go up into your third eye and you put all of your awareness up there and look at things from a spiritual, objective perspective rather than from below. And that helps you differentiate between what is you and what is not, or what is a truth and what is a lie. And when I say truth and a lie, I don't mean is somebody lying to you, although it does help. What I mean is your spiritual truth, your authenticity. So I do aura and chakra readings. And that is how I read the layers of the aura, by doing that through my third eye. And I can tell you all kinds of stuff, all kinds of, I mean, I can't tell you what the name of your dog is, but I can definitely tell you what what is in your energy to clear out. I can tell you whether it belongs to you or other people, and what core wounds or what programming it is connected to, so that we bring awareness to it and clear it out. Because when you get used to carrying this stuff around, your spirit kind of forgets, is this mine or not? So when I do these readings, I'm doing it higher self to higher self in real time, human to human. And I'm showing your higher self, this belongs to you, this doesn't. We need to clear that out. And once your higher self gets to understand what is really you and what isn't, because when you um, went through a lot of trauma or pain in your life and you're releasing these things, your higher self is just as confused as you. So they don't, they know what's best for you in the moment, but you've been carrying this stuff around so long, especially if it started in childhood, that your higher self tends to forget what is authentic and what isn't. So that was a lot on just that card. And I am getting that I am pulling a nature spirit card for you. Just one. Oh, and that makes sense. You are being told to smudge yourself, smudge your energy, clear out other people's crap, because you don't even know what's going on in your mind. Um, if what's going on in your mind belongs to you, belongs to core wounds, or belongs to other people, because their energy in your field can definitely influence your thoughts. You know, when we feel like somebody's judging us, or when people are judging us, it sits in our crown and it brings up blocks to our divine source. So, smudging is a very, very good way to clear out your energy until you learn and understand energetic tools that can do that for you, which I am working on putting something together for that. Um, if you're interested in learning some energetic tools to clear out your space, I can actually go ahead and help you with that now. Um, so just contact me the same way you would if you wanted a reading, and we can figure that out. And I'm seeing that the energy and these two cards. You see how it's like the same color? It's the same energy. So that is what's going on with you right now. You have other people in your space. And we're going to see. We have 42. Moon Candy. That is an integration card. It is related to cycles of the moon. It is. Yeah. It is about knowing yourself better. And it's talking about discerning what's really coming from you and what is channeled through you in synchrony of the collective. So that is it's going on perfectly in line with what I already said. Now this is a very feminine energy. This is a feminine energy as well. I happen to know that collectively we have just went through um, healing on the feminine energy. Now, that does not mean that your feminine is automatically healed. You have to do your own inner work to heal yourself and bring yourself into alignment. But collectively, Mother Earth has went through that feminine healing. Mother Earth has got to her chakras, and an alignment has to happen as well. Um, for her to ascend. I'm getting a Monology card for you guys. I'm trying not to make this. Oh my god, we are already in 20 minutes. So I'm getting being feminine energy is being highlighted. Um, that you're gonna have some emotions come up, and I happen to know the mermaids are trying to come through, which is definitely about emotions because of the waters. So you have the first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. And the first quarter moon, um, the new moon is about new beginnings, and the first quarter moon kind of takes us into the first steps of creating those new beginnings. Um, and then it'll bring up any challenges that you have to that what it is you're trying to bring into the world. So I feel like that's what this message is you're being challenged with other people's stuff in your energy, and you really need to clear that out because it's causing you to be in your thoughts and your other people's energy in your head is causing you to have thoughts that don't belong to you, that are not authentic to you, and that's causing you to be in your emotions, probably about yourself, maybe about situations, because you're not clearly seeing them for what they are because of the inauthenticity. And I'm getting that you are magic. You are magic, and I always think of Merlin when I see him. But right now, I'm thinking of a gnome. He's reminding me of a gnome right now, and then I feel like the gnomes kind of want to bring you some magic. Ground yourself. Now, most people associate the gnomes with the earth element. I don't. I associate the gnomes with the metal element because Mother Earth is her own element. So that's kind of how I see that. Maybe you have a mineral deficiency because that can definitely affect your mental state. And I see here that the mermaid and the fairy is together. So be sure to balance yourself elementally in the elements, meaning I'm getting balance your chakras because you know this the root is earth, the sacral is waters, the solar plexus is fire, heart is air. I think that you need to do some work in these lower chakras and really clear it out, smudge it. And that's once you clear this out, that's how you're going to find your magic. You have that magic in you. Awareness. There's some things that the mermaids are wanting to bring to your awareness. And I'm not seeing that you have a whole lot of emotion here, really. I'm seeing magic, I'm seeing awareness. And I'm seeing that other people's energies is blocking you from your magic and blocking you from speaking your world into existence because it's causing you to have duality. Um, yeah, it's causing you to have duality because you don't know, you're not seeing what's you and what isn't. I'm pulling one more card from the mermaids. Decisions. the inauthentic energies is causing you challenges with your decisions, and you see how these cards are carrying the same energy, right? When we're fully in our magic, decisions are pretty easy because we understand ourselves and we know what's going on. We know where we want to go, right? And okay, see that? Blessings. I'm not getting that I'm not getting that you have really any emotional issues to deal with. I feel like that you've kind of done that already. But I do feel like you need to go inside and be in peace and smudge yourself, clear out all these inauthentic energies that don't belong to you, because the challenge you're facing right now is making decisions based on your magic, your awareness, and it's blocking you from your blessings. And that's what I have for pile number one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you would like an oracle reading or uh, a chakra reading or clearing, the information will be down below. Have a wonderful day. Hello, pile number two. Pile number two, you have chose the Freedom Horse. The Freedom Horse is from the Native Spirit Oracle deck. Obviously connected to Native American culture, which is thought to have derived from directly from Lemurians. And exactly what you see is exactly what it means. It's time to let your spirit fly and soar, dance, sing, express yourself in whatever way it is that you are called to express yourself. So, I'm that's what the specific card means, but we are going to draw clues as to what your actual reading is. Because I still don't have a main theme. I don't know yet. That has not been shown to me yet. So we are going to grab we are going to grab a Mother Earth card, and automatically the nautical star come out, which makes sense to me because I am being told to use the Mermaid deck, the Whispers of the Ocean, Keepers of the Light, Moonology, and Life Purpose. So maybe it is that you are needing direction, confused with what your actual purpose is. So this is the nautical star. Okay. A vibration of the 8. And the nautical star is guiding you through the dark and reviving the pure essence of the ocean within your heart and soul. So you are releasing, the golden spiral releases all the stagnant energies to carry you in the transcendent dance of life. Just like clear water, your entire being becomes translucent and free when you feel its energy. So it's giving you a tool in times of feeling disconnected, or when you think you are lost, you can visualize the nautical star and it will help you with direction. Okay. So again, we got freedom and dancing with the spirit. So I feel like maybe you are either at the tail end of being guided through the dark for this cycle, like, because you know things always come back around, spirals, or you've really done a lot of healing, and right now you're being called to step into your actual purpose. Because I do have life purpose cards coming up for you. But let's grab your Moonology. Oh, did you see that? So I was told that I would be using this deck for you. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? And I'm feeling that that is the question for you. So let's read it. Take out the shoulds and the limitations and get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what will you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. So today's soul action, because it gives you a soul action, ask yourself what it is your soul really wants. What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. Wow. So, and look, the energy is right on line with the nautical star. Okay. And this energy up here, the color is reminding me of the solar plexus. So it is time for you to take that inspired action, is what I'm hearing. Pile number 2, you are free to make whatever choice it is you want to make. I feel like you have many, many talents and many opportunities available to you, or you will have many opportunities available to you once you actually spread your wings to fly and you let that nautical star guide you. Last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. I feel like this is really okay. So this is fire again, solar plexus, and you see that right there. Okay, now the right hand is number one, um, masculine solar plexus, and it is wow. Okay, and it is also the giving hand. So, like when you do this, is the left hand is your receiving, it's your feminine energy. The right hand is the giving, right? So, when you connect with someone with your hands for healing, you're giving out this side, you're receiving out in this side, and that's how you are transmuting the energy for them, right? So, I'm seeing a lot of fire, and if you look at it, although there is pink, which is unconditional love in my eyes, I'm kind of seeing a masculine energy in this as well. And I feel like maybe you're on your way to healing your masculine. Um, but it is time to really start taking steps toward that inspired action so that your soul can be free to do what it is it wants to do. And the last quarter moon is always the moon that assists you with letting go of old energies. And I feel like it's a testament to the fact that your feminine energy has been healed. Of course, this is collective. The feminine energy has healed on a collective scale. We do need to still do our work individually, but I think for your pile number 2, oh my God, I feel like you have completed this. You have completed the healing for your feminine, and it is time to step into that soul purpose where, as you take these inspired steps, you will find healing for your solar plexus. And you have Ascended Masters wanting to come through for you today. And wow, they're jumping out at you. Oh my goodness, you have Serapis Bay, Ascension. Move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. So yes, I feel like a solar plexus again. I'm seeing this masculine energy. It is time for you to sort of ascend from the sacral up into the solar plexus and bring that into balance. You have Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. Again, the solar plexus, the masculine energy. You have, oh my God, wow, wow. You have Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. So maybe you are supposed to be guiding others through their feminine healing. Maybe, you think? I kind of feel that. You see how these flowers are kind of going up like that? And it kind of reminds me of a vine. And when vines grow, you have to intertwine them with a trellis or something of that sort to for so they have the support to grow to where they need to be, and that is what I'm hearing. Um, but just remember to have care and compassion for those who have not quite healed yet, because you were once there too. And then we have Lady Venus. And I think Lady Venus is just popping in, saying downloads and understanding, truth is being revealed, deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. And you see the green there. Well, I feel like your feminine energy is letting you know, hey, it's time to move on into the masculine. You are receiving downloads and understanding. She is there. She is receiving all of this awareness. Um, and Master Buddha here is telling you to trust your inner voice because you are receiving that awareness through your feminine right now. And it is time to take these inspired actions. You have a deep connection. See there. You are very connected to the divine through that feminine energy, guys. Um, Pile number two. Yay. Yay. You are really ready to start walking your path, and I feel like you are supposed to be helping others, and I don't know why I did that, but apparently we're gonna have more cards than I thought we were. So, um, 46, facing your fears. Look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are. So, as you're finding out, okay, so I don't feel like um, you'll have to strengthen your connection to the universe with that feminine. You are connected to the universe. What I feel like it's saying is maybe you have some fears surrounding your solar plexus. Um, Fears of taking those actions, you have to face that, clear those out. I do offer chakra and aura readings and clearings that assist with that. If you're interested, I will leave the details below. Um, Stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are. And I'm still seeing solar plexus energy here. You know who you are. Um, Deep down. And this feminine is bringing in the downloads and the understanding, the awareness for you to really um, step into your freedom. You just have to, whatever fears you have surrounding your confidence, um, you have to overcome those. And the healing in the solar plexus is what that's about. It's about having more confidence. It's about stepping into um, the I am of your soul, not the I am of your thoughts, right? So you have 23 distinctive potential. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. So I immediately, and it's a 23. um, vibration of a 5. So, right? I'm dang it, Michelle. She's in my head with that Michael Jordan. Um, rely on your faith, which is going to um, rely on your faith and knowledge that you have through your feminine that nothing is impossible. It is possible for you to do anything you want. And that is, you have unlimited possibilities, unlimited potential right now. Um, you just kind of have to make the choice and set your horse along its path. But here's the trick. It's okay to look at the bigger picture of what you want, right? But you have to break it down into steps and unravel it in a backwards motion to get to the first step of what it is you want to create. And now you have to have a clear picture of what you want, or you're just going to be taking a bunch of steps all over the place. Oh, maybe that's a message for me. But um, find that clear picture of what you want. And you don't have to have all the details correct right now. Just know what you want. Know what you want to do. Okay. And then unravel it backwards to find the steps to get there. Start taking those steps. And the first time you meet a goal, the first time you receive that validation for what you are doing, oh my gosh, you are just going to soar with it. Okay. That's what they're telling you there. Once you realize a goal, and realizing a goal um, doesn't necessarily mean um, you've accomplished it or you've gotten to where you're going, or that's not what that means. What that means is for myself, for as example, I did Oracle for about a year for myself, and here and there, not every day. And then I stepped into trying to do it a little more and publishing it. And I wasn't really in a spot to get response or whatever. And then I left Oracle. I had a lot going on energetically, and I kind of pulled back from that and regathered my energy, regathered my sources divinely, and Oracle has came back in for me a couple weeks ago, 2, 3, I don't know when it was. It's been a couple weeks, and I was doing it for myself personally, and then I started to get the push to publish again, and all of a sudden one day they said, and this was just like a week ago, you're gonna do pick a piles, and I said, ah. But the feedback that I've gotten from a few people has been really, really helpful to me. I feel like I've reached the goal of 3D fruition of my oracle. Now, it's not really big. I don't have 110,000 subscribers yet, but I will one day. I know I will. Okay. And that is the secret is making realistic goals. So my goal was to have some validation, 3D fruition with that I have. And it's given me the fuel that I need to continue to be creative and keep going in it and let my freedom course run. And oh gosh, okay, so ask for help. Ask for help if you need help understanding what it is that you are supposed to be doing. Ask for help. I'm getting from your higher self. Ask your higher self. Now, your higher self will talk to you just like um, the angels will. So ask for yourself, or ask for help from your higher self, and let go of any preconceived ideas or notions that everything has to be a specific way. And wow, that came in as soon as I saw the card.
which is another thing that my aura and chakra readings help with, is letting go of the programming, societal patterning. And a lot of times when we get into working with our upper chakras, we have ancestral patterning, conditioning. I mean, from past lives that causes patterning in this life, and these are things that we don't even know is there. We don't even realize it. And then when you work with triggers and healing, and you've overcome a lot of that, and you still have things coming up, you're going, where is this even coming from? I thought I took care of that. Well, it's from a deeper layer because you just keep going deeper and spiraling around the spiral until you heal all of your past lives, until you get down to the nitty gritty of your entire existence on earth, and being tied to the halls of Amenti. um, we reincarnate over and over and over again until we learn all the lessons. And the first step in learning and completing your cycles is spiritual awakening. Okay, because you've had many, many lifetimes where you did not come awake. And if this is the lifetime where you are now spiritually awakened, this is when you are supposed to do your healing and assist with the healing of others, be it through your aura and your actions, or be it through being a guide. Wow. Okay, so go with the flow. Um, go with the flow and don't get caught up in stirring up emotions around what it is you want to do, because um, choose what it is that you want to do from your heart and soul, but don't get so attached to it that you're not flexible, and your reading is just sort of flowing now. So I feel like you are being called to take those steps. Pile number two, you're being called to let your freedom horse go. You're being called to remember your joy and contentment, and um, dance in the walk of life, um, with happiness, and express that happiness. And when you express that happiness, the things that make you happy, as far as expression, those are the things that's going to give you the clues to what it is that you're supposed to do, um, as far as your life purpose goes, what your life purpose mission is, both collectively and personally, right? Um, you are a teacher. You inspire young people to learn, and I'm getting that you should have a second card. And I'm feeling that when you unleash your freedom horse and you let it run and you do what makes you happy, you're going to be teaching. Whether you're teaching, it doesn't matter what the skill is, okay? You can be a carpenter, right? You can be a carpenter and you can just contribute. Everybody's got to have a house, right? You can make it your life purpose to contribute to um, your carpentry skills, maybe to the elderly or to the less fortunate, as well as doing your actual 3D job if you stay in a 3D job. Um, but teach those skills. Teach the young boys out here how to not be young boys for the rest of their life, and that's what I'm hearing. And with all this masculine energy, I'm feeling that you can teach people about healing their feminine. So whether you're, it doesn't matter whether you're male or female, okay? You can teach people about healing their feminine because you've already went through it. And I feel like you're supposed to be stepping into dancing through the steps that's going to be the inspired action that heals your masculine. And then you talk to people or you teach that, you turn back and help others come forward, right? I think there's a deeper message in that than people realize. Nutrition. Maybe you conduct healing work with your culinary skills, and I am hearing herbs. So maybe you are an herbalist, or maybe you should be. Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is a very, very good herb. But energetically, plants are very, very healing for us. Um, Currently working on ways to deliver energetic treatments um, using plants and herbs. It's going to be a while before that comes into fruition for me, but I think it's going to be big. So it looks like you are a cook or a nutritionist. Maybe you're a kitchen witch, right? I don't know. But use those skills, right? Maybe go feed the homeless. There's a myriad of things that you can do that is purpose work without um, and this still allows you to live the life that you're already living until you can break free of whatever it is that you need to break free from, because I feel like you need to. I feel like you are not supposed to be in a 9 to 5, and that's kind of what the Freedom Horse is about. You're going to learn how to take the inspired action by healing your solar plexus and really step into teaching and cooking or working with herbs and plants. Nature, nature is definitely coming through there, but I really, really, really am hearing herbs with you. And maybe you can teach others about herbs after you learn about them yourself if you don't already know. And that's what I have for you today, pile number 2. And I still don't have an overall theme. Wow, I'm going to have to go back and watch it. Okay. If you want to contact me for a personal reading or aura or chakra clearings, um, details below. Have a blessed day. Hello, pile number 3. You chose the portal keeper. So what I know right now is they say that crystals can open gateways to other timelines or dimensions, specifically the Arcturian or Lemurian crystals. They also say that cats have the ability to travel interdimensionally, which I definitely believe. I happen to know somebody who couldn't find a cat in a 1 bedroom apartment, and they looked and looked and looked. Several people looked for this cat and couldn't find it, and it appeared in her closet. So I'm guessing interdimensional travel. Cats are known to be spiritually good luck. They represent spirituality, cunningness, intelligence. And the Egyptians thought that cats were good luck to anyone who had them. So I really don't, still at this point, do not know the overall theme of our messages today. But there is a collective message in the intro from Archangel Michael if you did not catch that. And Pile 1 and Pile 2 were completely different from each other. So what we are going to do is grab your Moonology card and your Mother Earth card so we can get some clues about what it is the message is coming through for pile number 3. Now, the message for Archangel Michael, trying to remember, was about the collective healing of the feminine, which does not mean that your feminine energy is healed. It just means there was a collective healing for Mother Earth. And Archangel Michael is the archangel who is in charge of the earth at this time. And it is his goal to rescue the lost souls of Tara, which is connected to the halls of Amente, and see to Earth's ascension. So your card is full moon in Libra. Now, full moons bring you begin to see manifestations from the new moon, and they also bring about climax to situations, whether it be a situation with a person or job or whatever, or emotions or whatever. And I'm seeing here that um, Libra is all about balance. Okay, so the card literally says find a balance, and you can see that the path ahead for you is blocked off, or you can't see where it's going, and you can't tell if it's going to go through, under, around, or eventually take you over those Rocky Mountains. Then again, maybe this particular path disappears into a portal. So Libra is an air energy, and I'm getting, actually, that's funny because I am supposed to use the fairies for this deck, and the Sacred Traveler wants to come out, although, well, apparently that one. Although I'm supposed to be um, pulling a Mother Earth card, and we have winter for you coming up in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. So I feel like right now everything for you is smooth sailing. Kind of looks like you're enjoying the ride. You're flying well above all of the tumultuousness down there. My words, guys. I don't know. You're in the flow. I don't know. Maybe this is a find a balance between knowing and not knowing. So maybe you don't know where you're going, but you have a few steps that you're going to take, and that's perfectly acceptable. There is no really wrong or rights to the spiritual journey. It is what it is. And I'm feeling another Sacred Traveler before I pull your Mother Earth card. If I could get my hands to work correctly. I'm feeling taking the first 3 that flipped over. 3 because mind, body, spirit is the balance, right? So travel lightly, simplify your life. I feel like that's going to help you. Like you have a clear direction, okay? The signs are pointing you in a direction. Although you may not be able to see where you're going, there is a direction. Begin now. Take your first step. Excuse me. So, whatever it is that you're doing, um, you are being encouraged to go ahead and take your first step. And whenever I see birds in my cards, I automatically associate that with divinity. That's what birds mean to me. And it doesn't matter that they're chickens. I just realized they are chickens. But to me, it's like you see the path ahead, and it's kind of a windy path, but you've got several angels, ancestors, ascended masters hanging out over here. And I want to say ascended masters because that deck is trying to come forward in your reading. And I feel like you see these kids down here, right? You can tell that they're kind of walking in front of her. So you're I feel like this is both male and female. So you're sort of in alignment with your sacral and solar plexus. And I feel like you're allowing your inner child to sort of lead the way, which is a very good idea because your inner child is more connected with your authentic self and knowing what your soul wants. Typically, we go back to, you know what? She's not even the one walking the path, the guy is. But to me, so now that I'm really looking at the card, to me, she's standing up in the house and watching people pass her by. So she hasn't yet started walking, and they need to. They need to start walking. So go ahead and let your inner child lead because typically the things we were interested in as a child are the things that are the most connected to our soul purpose. And I feel like this is saying you're supported to go ahead and take those first steps. Um, don't compare yourself to others. I don't want you to think that that's what I mean by this, but don't let everybody else pass you by. Um, go ahead and take those first steps because you're going to have people around you, um, and it can cause you to go into comparison if somebody over here is taking a step, somebody over here is taking a step, and you know that you want to, but you don't quite take that step yet. Go ahead and take the steps um, with the support that you have because you don't want to cause yourself to begin comparing yourself to others by self-sabotaging and not taking the steps in the first place. Like if you're taking steps now and your friend is taking steps now or somebody else is taking steps now and maybe you only take one step and you stop or you don't take the steps at all, but you're both there. You're going to look up one day and that person is going to have taken 10 where you've not even taken the first one. That's what I'm getting. It's not about comparison. It's not about how fast you take the steps or how fast you grow or anything like that. But it is, they're saying if you're ready to take the steps, take them. Because if you don't, you will regret it. And you're breaking a trail. A breakthrough is at hand. So whether it's a breakthrough in um, actually taking those steps, which I feel like that's what you're supposed to be doing, or if it's you're paving the way for others. And I feel like it's like a combination of both. You have to take those steps to pave the way for others. Yes, it's hard, but if you don't do it, somebody else will. Okay, and you don't want to live in ego, but you do want to be the one because that's what your soul wants, right? So don't let anything hold you back. And I'm seeing a blend of the seasons here. Like this card looks summerish to me. This card looks springish to me. And this card with the colors kind of looks like fall. And this looks like winter. So it looks like whatever you're doing, you're going to be doing it over the next year. That's what I'm hearing. You have to find a balance in order to accomplish these things. I feel like, look, you see how she's riding a sled here. She's hanging out with the inner child here, walking here in a different environment, and paving the way in this one. So I feel like you have several things on your plate that you are juggling and that you want to bring into fruition, that you want to maybe create one whole big thing out of several different little ones. Um, but you have to take those first steps and you have to find a balance in working on all of them. Oh, wow. You have the master builder. And I have never seen this card, so I am definitely going to have to read this one. This is the Mandela you chose. You are definitely, or you got, you are definitely heart centered. And you got moods and the Master Builder 22. So you are definitely going to build something. I feel like it's something that's multifaceted and that you have to find a balance in all these things um, to open that path up in front of you to where you can see exactly where you're going. But we're going to read the Mandela because I've never gotten that card before. Being spiritual does not mean to always be or pretend to be happy. Sometimes you are angry, sometimes you are full of joy, excitement, sadness, empathy, fear, resentment, and courage. This is what makes you human. It is healthy to recognize and accept this wide range of emotions in order to know yourself better. Identify your weaknesses and your strengths with humility and fill them up with the light of your heart. Look at yourself in the mirror and know that you are perfect in your imperfections as long as your actions are led by the most powerful energy in the world or universe, love. That is a very beautiful card because I say this all the time. No, you do not want to be stuck in a lower frequency. But I think that, and I think in the beginning of the path, when you are first awakening and first going into your healing, it is important to stay high vibe. It is important to um, pull yourself up out of those negative emotions so that you can look at them from a spiritual perspective and take a different view of things and heal and clear that energy out of your body. Okay, but we hear so much about high vibe and stay high on your frequency and that's how you manifest and okay, yes. But there is also a time when you have to become comfortable with moods that are maybe not um, as blissful as you think they're going to be. This is not all about bliss, honey. It doesn't work like that. You have your ups and downs. You have to heal those lower vibe emotions. And in order to do that, you have to know they're there. So you have to feel them. Um, there are instances where we don't know emotions are there. We don't understand what some triggers are because they are connected to past lives. Which brings me to the fact that I do aura and chakra readings and clearings, where we bring awareness to what's going on inside of you per chakra, and we can clear out. I can help you clear out any of that energy without having to relive that situation. And I think that's a big thing because people avoid things so that they don't have to relive them. Well, avoidance just gets it trapped in your body and that brings your frequency down. So feeling your emotions, recognizing your mood, and releasing it does not bring your vibe down. And I think that's important to know, very important to know. So you have an ascended master one to come in, and then you have the fairies also have been screaming my name here. Okay, come on, spirit, give me an ascended master. I don't. Wow. Huh. Okay. So you have Master Jesus, which is a forgiveness energy. That is what Master Jesus is about. You are in the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. So it sounds like you are moving past the feminine and you have your ideas. Libra is kind of a feminine card, in my opinion, or this particular one anyway. Um, Maybe it's time for you to heal those wounds connected to your father or your ancestral line. It might not even be your actual father. It could be the father line for you. So we're gonna get a couple more clues from the fairy and what it is and why you got the portal keeper. I do not know, other than you may be building something to do with portals. I mean, portals open all the time and we don't even know it inside of our energetic bodies, right? Um, so you may want to ask your guides if you work with portals or if you are a gatekeeper and what that would mean for you. Solitude. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet time. So I feel like you're being told um, to watch your moods for an indication maybe that you need quiet time. Watch your moods to pick up on the clues for when you need to forgive a person or a situation. If you're getting triggered by something, there it's probably related to something you need to forgive inside yourself or with your core wounds. I also feel like you're being led to heal the ancestral bloodline or conditioning. I feel like you have a lot of things going on. You have a lot of different things on your plate. And over the next year, you are You are going to be building something, maybe that has to do with portals or crystals, and you really need to find a balance um, in your moods and juggling all these things so that you can be successful in bringing to fruition what it is you're bringing. I really think you're building something. That's what I'm getting from here. And we have moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, the spirit comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. So here again, we got something connected to mood and emotion. So we'll look at the pretty rainbow, um, whatever those are, wings. I can't even think, guys. I'm very, very exhausted. Um, I'm just energetically drained. So yes, this is going back to speaking to going with the flow of life. And here it says you're in the flow, right? So make sure you stay in that flow and recognize those moods. Balance with that. It's going to help you successfully build whatever you're building. And here again, we have a rainbow of colors. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So I feel like they're telling you to ground and connect to the divine and protect yourself because you are opening portals. Um, Not that there's really anything to be scared of. I'm not trying to induce fear of any kind because there's nothing to be scared of. It's all a matter of following your guidance and putting protection around yourself and adamantly having the energetic mastery tools and know how to not allow anything other than light into your field. And here again, you have balance, find balance, and this is your last card. Find balance. Find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. So, again, find the balance. Find balance with everything that you are working on, and make sure you get plenty of rest. Probably drink a lot of water as well. So, I feel like your overall message is to take the steps you need to take to build what it is you're building. You have several different areas here you're working on. Be in the flow. Look inside yourself about the moods and what you need, the things you need to forgive when those things come up, um, to keep you on the straight path instead of on a windy one, so that you can successfully create this without exhausting yourself and burning out. And I feel like that is your message, pile number 3. And yeah, you guys have a blessed day, and I am moving on to pile number 4. Hello, pile number 4. So you guys chose Rada, Soul Flame, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. Now, Rada represents, I believe she was the twin flame of Krishna. I believe. Yes. Um, and represents Shakti, the divine feminine, and the creative spirit of the universal life force. Okay. Basically, your feminine energy. Now, this is a partnership card. And she is good to call on during a separation or a breakup. Um, but the overall message is loving union, connection, and relationship harmony are key at this time. But relationships will not make you whole. Only your own love can do that. You now have opportunities to find lost parts of yourself, sensual aspects, or the capacity to cherish yourself. Relationships around you will then begin to reflect the love you have for yourself. You will have increased romance, love, and opportunities to express divine harmony through love. Uh, and that will be apparent in your life. And Radha comes in to awaken the loving connection within you to yourself and the divine. Okay, so really it's about self love, not about a love relationship. But she can really support you if you have went through a breakup or are needing more self love or are working on healing your relationships of any kind, whether it be with the divine, your relationship with yourself, with your family members, or a partner. So we are going to get the clues to what this means, and I forgot to check and see because I still do not have a overall meaning to my um, oracle of the day, so I'm going to just chalk it up to it's a mystery because there's no overall theme, I guess. So what I'm seeing for you guys is Sacred Traveler and Keepers of the Lights wanting to come out. I've been using my pendulum today because I'm very energetically um, exhausted. I'm just very exhausted, and I did that, so we're not taking that. That's a lot of cards. Um, but I do have Sacred Travel, Seed of Life. Sacred Traveler, I'm feeling another one, so I'm going to pull one more. Sacred Traveler in Lemuria is coming out for you, which is interesting to me. And look at this. Okay, I do have to read the Mandelas because I just do. I can't remember all that. So you have the number 19, the Seed of Life. And I am too tired to remember anything. Yes, okay, that's what I thought. It's a sacred symbol of creation, a powerful harmonizing tool to reconnect with your sacred feminine. Visualize this talisman to bring healing and fertility into your body and let it spread through your solar plexus and into your heart. Okay, so this is saying self love through your feminine energy and take your first steps. Plant the seed, have faith in the rest. So you may be connected to pile number 3 as well, because theirs was all about that pile was all about taking the first steps. But your other and purple to me is like compassion and comfort and that sort of thing. But you see the purple there in that card. Well, okay, so purple can also represent like spirituality because indigo and purple are the colors of the third eye and the crown before they are in an exalted state. So once you hit a certain frequency, like 5D and up, your crown kind of changes to like a white. Um, You have Bewitched, 43. So I'm seeing magic in this card right here, and we're going to read this because I'm pretty sure this has to do with magic, actually. Being that it is the Bewitched card. So let's see what this says. It is the last card in the deck. No, I'm sorry, the next to last. Yes, the witch is often seen as a villainous character in the theater of life. She represents what society fears most, unconventional ways to live and heal. She brings answers from unknown worlds. She's a symbolic channel of energy to send her request to the universe and receive as much as her confidence can shimmer. Be inspired by this character, as you too can connect to any level of reality. Open your channels and order what you need wisely. Be aware of the images or signs you receive in the physical and spiritual plane. Everything you encounter is the manifestation of your own conscious or unconscious intentions, and that means relationships as well. So it kind of looks to me like this is all connected to your feminine. And you're so far in these cards, I'm seeing that you really need to tap into that creativity and take those first steps of whatever it is that you are doing, and that can include relationships. And I feel like relationships is coming out big in this card. So you have some relationships to work on, probably family relationships. I'm not getting this is with a partnership. I'm getting self love and familial relationships. Mm. And you have leave the past behind. So, specifically, what just dropped into my head is maybe in your spiritual awakening, you have found that the person that you are with is not the person your soul really wants for you. That maybe it was supposed to just be a mirror and lessons for you, and you latched onto that, and you've now been in a karmic cycle with this person. And I mean, there's blue in that card, but look at the green, right? So you've got like the same kind of energy going on up here as down here. I really feel like it's time for you, and I'm thinking about the emerald crystal. I don't know why that reminds me of the emerald. So you may want to look into that if you're into crystals. Um, but I'm really feeling that you're just supposed to tap into your feminine energy, your creativity, and your self love in this heal relationships so that you have the 3D support around you that you really want to have. And we had Lemuria and the Sacred Traveler coming up for you. So let's go ahead and grab your Sacred Traveler, and I'm hearing two. So we're going to grab two of these. Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So yeah, I think that I don't know if you're just coming into healing your feminine, or I kind of feel like that's what you're doing. You're just coming into healing the feminine energy inside of yourself. Um, and maybe that's been ignited because Mother Earth has healed hers. And that it's really time for you to cross this bridge. And it's funny because when you walk the rainbow road, as I like to say, and you go from healing your root and your sacral and your solar plexus, your earth star, you get to your heart, you have your heart awakening, and you heal the upper chakras in your body, your spiritual chakras. And once you get to that heart, it like creates a bridge to the next level. We have a second level of chakras that opens up at the 5D. That is, you have to heal before you can cross the bridge into that 5D ascension. And once you get to your heart awakening, it awakens your higher heart. And then between the fifth and seventh level, once your frequency gets up through those levels, then your navel comes online, which is separate from your solar plexus, and your sacral and your sacred heart comes online. And that is like your universal heart. It's really unlimited compassion and love and understanding for not only yourself, but for everyone else. So I feel like you're really about to cross that bridge. If that's what you are going into, this is all feminine energy down here. And you have to tap into that feminine and heal that feminine. It's like you heal the stability, and you go into the feminine, and you have an earth star activation. Like all these things take place at the same time. It's like a trifecta. And in doing that, you come to a place where you can become creative then and take those steps. So and this card came out in another pile. I want to say it was pile number 1. And for me, for pile number 1, it had a different meaning. So here I'm seeing the shadows of the trees. And I'm seeing the owl, which is wisdom and intelligence. And I feel like you're looking down, away from your thoughts. And I'm seeing third eye right there. So it doesn't look like you're really distracted by your thoughts a whole lot, but it looks like they're trying to come in. And I don't know what she's looking at, but it looks like maybe the reflection of herself. And that is an indication to me that you really need to focus on you and your self-love. So I really think that this is about self-love. It's about having the love for yourself and finding wholeness inside of yourself rather than focusing on outside relationships. And then we have ether. The seamless unspeakable pops up out of Lemuria. And it's a vibration of 11, so I feel like align with the ether is what it's telling you. Align with your spirituality, because that is what's going to bring you the healing you seek. That's what's going to bring you that's what's going to bring you into the wholeness. Yeah. Okay, so you have abundance. The you have the third eye chakra, pineal perspective, the number 8, which is abundance. So I'm getting spiritual abundance. Okay. Maybe abundance and self-love is another thing that they're talking about. And all of these cards, other than the Rada and the Capricorn, are all the same blue purple vibration. So I'm getting that maybe you your I'm hearing your feminine and your third eye is really active. So maybe you're clairvoyant, and maybe that's why you're looking down in this. You're doing some kind of a divination, whether it's in using water. Maybe I'm hearing water. I'm hearing if you look at things from a spiritual perspective instead of being in your lower chakras, it will allow you to clear out the emotions so that you can heal from relationships or breakups without actually having to relive the moment. Um, emotions are energy as well as thought. And if you come up spiritually and clear those emotions out, you don't have to relive every moment of them to release them. You just can automatically release them. It's over. And not that it's over, you still have layers of healing to go through, but you can get the next layer now to come up. Which brings me to I do aura and chakra readings. And I do clear that. I do have energy healing tools that clears that energy for you. um, so if you're interested in that, I will leave the details below. You have feminine energy all over this. And I think maybe, okay, so what I'm feeling is you're really going to have to heal the emotions. Look at your feminine from a spiritual perspective. Bring it down into your body, or bring yourself up into the spiritual too, because it looks like you're grounded. You're very grounded, but you need to. How do I say this? I'm so tired. I can barely think, guys. Focus on your self love to deal with the emotions that come up for you, and take your first steps to creation. Start creating something that's going to help you release as well, and help you begin to validate yourself without having to look outside of yourself for that. And I'm also getting the crown chakra. 9. It's saying 9. It's saying you're healing in your crown chakra right now. So you've already kind of went through this. Um, Maybe your crown chakra is really opening up. You are opening up to the unlimited self. And what I am getting for that is that you really need to take that. That's what I'm hearing. You need to take that spiritual perspective and work in the divination to heal, to see your relationships from a different angle and heal them in that way. You are just chakra mania. Right, chakra. Transformation and self expression is what I'm seeing right there because of the butterfly. You have sprouted your wings. You are ready to fly. You are ready to take those steps in creativity. And you are ready to really express your truth. I am seeing all of that. I am seeing all blue and purple. But I feel like you're going through something. Um, Struggling with self love or a relationship that needs healed. And once you heal that, you're going to be able to cross that bridge. I feel like that's what's blocking you from moving forward right now. The sound of the universe. Listen to the sound of the universe and integrate. You are going through the integration of these things. But in order to successfully integrate and take action from with spiritual perspective, you have got to heal. You've got to have this. Oh my God! You have got to have the self love and heal any relationships that are not healed for you yet. And I got Mount Shasta. 10. It's a vibration of a 10, so and it's the end of the cycle for you. Focus on self love. Let go of any relationships that need to go. It's the end of the cycle. Mount Shasta. There's a lot of controversy in and around Mount Shasta with reptilians and all this. I happen to have an inside track and know that Mount Shasta is one of the earth chakras, one of the true earth chakras. And I happen to know that it is a center for ascension. Um, there has been some keys redelivered to the earth that was removed during the Egyptian, actually before the Egyptian timeline, when it was Atlantis and when it was Lemuria. There was manipulation going on and abuse of the crystal caverns. And what happened was the crystal caverns was destroyed, not destroyed exactly, yeah, pretty much destroyed. The keys were taken from the crystal caverns. The main crystal keys were taken from the crystal caverns and taken off the earth so that the power couldn't be misused, and that led to the earth descending into 3D and the I'm just going to say it, the Anunnaki um, was pissed. He was pissed. He destroyed the crystal caverns. He manipulated humanity and enslaved the human race to do his bidding, to work for him. Illuminati derived from the Anunnaki as well as the Freemasons. Yeah. So there's a lot of controversy about what's really taking place at Mount Shasta, but I'm telling you, the um, it is the place of ascension. So I'm not going to say any more about that. I probably already just shouldn't have said that, but it is what it is. I feel like you are on your ascension journey, and your feminine really wants you to start creating and wants you to let go of the outside relationships that no longer serve you and focus on self love so that you can really fully cross that bridge. And that's what I have for you, pile number 4. Have a blessed day.